Three.
Hello, we're here in beautiful Beirut, Lebanon for the World Allergy Organization 2019 WIS Conference. And this is co-sponsored by the World Allergy Organization and the Lebanese Society of Allergy and Immunology. Over the past 3 days, we have been hearing about the key findings and messages in the area of allergy and immunology and precision medicine. I have with me today one of those prestigious international speakers, and that's Dr. Sami Bahna. And he will share with us some information on one of his presentations. Dr. Bahna, what topic have you chosen to share with us today?
Thank you, Dr. Wallace. I really like the topic on the gluten issue. It has been spreading like fire, not just in the United States, but all over the world. The gluten sensitivity, or so-called sensitivity.
So in terms of diagnosing, how do we determine if it's gluten intolerance, gluten sensitivity, gluten allergy? What is that message we need to be sending to allergists and primary care physicians?
Well, we can address it as gluten and wheat together, because the gluten is from wheat as well as from other cereals. But we know we'll define disease that's a sweet allergy. That is an IgE mediated, like any other food, whether the person eats something with wheat, and they will get urticaria or wheezing or gastrointestinal troubles or exacerbating eczema. And this is a typical type 1 hypersensitivity. And the incidence of that is probably less than 0.5% in the general population. Another well-defined disease is celiac disease. And this is much rarer, particularly in the United States. And it is more common in Northern Europe, very rare in the Southeast Asia. And this is well-defined that the person has gastrointestinal malabsorption sometimes, and some patients may have a rash called dermatitis herpetiformis, but these patients are predisposed to a variety of autoimmune diseases, diabetes, thyroiditis, lymphomas, and others. So it is good to diagnose this disease early, and we institute the gluten-free diet. These are the real patients that deserve the gluten-free diet because it is a lifelong ailment.
And of course, in the lay literature and in our social media, we hear so much about gluten sensitivity. What's the key message for patients about gluten sensitivity that is not celiac or IgE mediated?
Yes, thank you for asking for this, because the media are running away with this. It is just firing. The food industry is advertising a lot, and the people are running after gluten-free diet, claiming that it cures many ailments, a variety, other than the wheat allergy and the celiac disease. So these are mainly two groups. One group say, I am sure, whenever I avoided the gluten, I feel better, or when I took it, I feel headache, I feel body pain, I feel mental clarity, whatever they claim. And it is hard to tell them you're wrong. We don't have a test like the celiac disease or the wheat allergy to prove it. But they seem to be believable. Another larger group, which is even increasing more and more, is just they claim symptoms that don't make sense. The internet is full of this, and people are following it. For example, say if you avoid gluten, you feel more beautiful. If you avoid gluten, you don't get cancer. Or Alzheimer's disease due to gluten. This is unfounded information, and it is unfortunate that people sometimes believe what is on the internet. These people who advise them, really go to your doctor if you think it is related to celiac disease or allergy. Either the allergist or the gastroenterologist may help, because the allergist can help, or any physician can do serologic tests for celiac disease with 95% reliability. If the gastroenterologist wants to confirm it by a biopsy, that's fine. But if the person felt great without the gluten and we never ate gluten good, the gastrointestinal symptoms, it may suffice.
And it seems like the biggest deficiency in research is in dispelling that disbelief on gluten sensitivity. Is there any kind of research you think with an unlimited budget that could be designed that would help dispel that?
Very hard, because it is not an acute reaction like the urticaria or the wheezing or anaphylaxis. You need to give blindly for a long time a gluten-free diet, which is very difficult to get blind diet for several months to be sure that the symptoms that the person is claiming that we don't see, it is feelings of the person, that I feel better, I feel well. Then we switch and see. It's hard to do that. And most patients will not like to do it. They are religiously believing that gluten-free diet is helping me.
Thank you so much,
You're
Sami,
welcome,
for
Sami.
being with us
Pleasure.
today.
Thanks a lot.
Appreciate it.